Hello lads and welcome to Black Cats TV. Today we'll be reviewing the game Sunderland versus Shrewsbury, our first game in the EFL Cup. The second round we had Shrewsbury and we beat them 1-0. Not the most convincing wins. You would have I predicted 3-0. And yeah, to get the 1-0 win, we didn't really do that much really. We didn't test them that much. The passing was awfully slow. And yeah, it was a pretty boring game to be honest. I was a bit, I don't know why I didn't bring a quote but yeah, I was freezing for like the second half of it. As soon as like floodlights got on, the sky got dark and that, I was just absolutely freezing. I mostly wanted this to just score, just so I could go back and get back in the house. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love watching the club and that, but I, that's my fault for not bringing a quote. But anyway, on to the game against Shrewsbury. Coming into this game, again, loads of injuries. No one had recovered. Manon had actually suffered a problem with his elbow or shoulder or somewhere, and we will have to, deal with that. Pickford started in goal. I actually got the lineup correct, the whole the whole lineup correct. Um, during the game, I think the wingers and the midfielders switched around and that. I think Januzaj was sometimes playing out wide, Kazri was sometimes playing in the middle, sometimes out wide. But yeah, I got the whole lineup right. Pinar as well, playing in the midfield sometimes. So yeah, I'm happy I got the lineup right. Shrewsbury, I didn't know much of their players. I know they had Tony up front, which I believe is a former Newcastle player. He had a good chance, I'll get onto that. The game started. It was a pretty embarrassing attendance from us, to be honest. I mean, I know it's just a cup match against Shrewsbury, but we need to show more support for the lads, especially the young kids coming through. They want to see a big stadium, they want to get the experience. I just thought, most people should be coming to the games. It's something I might address in another video, but the city attendance, it wasn't the best really. It started off the game. Sunderland were on the front foot. We had a couple of good chances. Asoro was starting up front. We tended to put through balls into him sometimes. The first chance really came. There was a cross that came in. Kazri's header just went wide. There was other chances as well. We had a free kick Januzaj took. It was blocked by the wall. Most of our free kicks were pretty awful today, not going to lie. And it was just a really slow-paced game, as I said. That's kind of what made it a bit boring. I wanted to be on the edge of my seat watching, the team play some good stuff. Donald Love didn't have a good game at all. He was, he's gotten worse and worse every time I've seen him. Unfortunately for the lad, he just seems terrified when he's on the ball. But he's our basically only right back at the moment. Well, now we've got Mankilo coming in. I'll make a transfer review on that. But Donald Love, that's probably his last game for a while, hopefully. Him and Rodwell had an actual, they were passing to each other and that. Rodwell didn't seem to make that many passes forward, but it's better than being in midfield and making passes backwards. I think centre back's alright, playing the ball. He's good with his head as well, getting his headers out of the way. I thought he did a good job. Him and Pappy at the back, it was solid. They didn't really look like scoring much. Near the end of the first half, we had a couple of chances. One from Pinar, he made a good run and blasted the ball just outside the box, just over the bar. And before half time, Patrick Van Aanholt had a chance. He kicked it at the keeper, and he kind of spumbled a bit, but he managed to grab hold of it eventually. And that was basically all going into half time. We wasn't creating that many chances. Shrewsbury was actually, they had a couple of chances from corners and that. I think they had more chances, to be fair, than Borough did when we played Borough, and they scored two, albeit two Greek goals. But yeah, it's Shrewsbury having more chances against us than Borough, who lost against Fulham. I don't get it, right? But anyway, on to the second half. David Moyes, he took Pinar off, put Watmore on, a bit more attacking option, and there was more chances came from there. Pickford was gathering balls from corners that they made quite a few corner opportunities. I thought Pickford did all right. I think he was one of our most solid players in between the sticks. He just kept grab hold of it, and distribution. He's got one of the best distributions in the Premier League, I think. Pickford. He tends to volley it forward. Sometimes Watmore got onto it. Sometimes Joe Lasoro got onto it. Joe Lasoro had a couple of good chances. He had one in the first half as well, but he got taken down in the box. Not in the box, in the just outside the box. And we kept creating chances. Gilabodji had a chance from a cross. He almost connected, but unfortunately he didn't. If he did, I thought that was 1-0 right there. There was another few chances being created as well. I thought Gooch did well today. Really, passionate for the club. He's running about absolutely everywhere. That's what I love about him. He just doesn't seem to want to tire down or show that he's not making an effort. He's all over the place, which is great to see. He moved quite deeper as the game went on. Making tackles. He's good at making tackles as well. He's all round a good midfielder, I think. He could play on the wing. I didn't think he could play on the wing just due to his work rate and that. I wouldn't be surprised if David Moyes was to play him there. But we've got plenty of winging options. I did think Gooch tend to overdo things sometimes, but he's just trying to prove that he's cares for the club and he's work. One of the best chances Shrewsbury had in the game were it was actually Tony went through and he took a great shot and it was a fabulous save from Pickford. Obviously covering in from Manoni at the moment. I think he did a pretty good job. Speaking of Pickford, he had a ball forward and on the end of it was Duncan Watmore. This is where the goal came. Duncan Watmore, he kind of hit it into the defender. Kazri got it. Kazri passed it to Januzaj. And Januzaj was the one to actually take a shot from outside the box, and it went in. It was a good strike, probably our best goal all season, I would say. And yeah, it was a good goal, and it was a good winning goal as well. Sunderland really should have had a second though. Joe Lasoro took a shot. He managed to get past the defence. He took a shot at the keeper. It was a good save from him. He then tried to get onto the rebound, only to find that he'd been slid in the box, which was a clear penalty. The referee didn't give it. I would have been frustrated if they'd gone on and scored afterwards. But, we got the job done. That was basically the only chances we had. For some reason, it was a bit embarrassing near the end when we started to hide it in the corner, not going to lie, against Shrewsbury Town. Pickford wasting time, was hiding it in the corner. I mean, you're playing a League One side near the bottom, and you're hiding it in the corner. Well, I'm not sure. As long as it gives confidence at the end of the day with the result. I mean, that's what you're going to have to be doing if you take the lead against Southampton. I'm not going to Southampton to concede a last-minute equaliser again when they're down to 10 men. That's just not happening. So, yeah, by all means, hide it in the corner against Southampton when you like that. But not Shrewsbury Town, however. Not Shrewsbury Town. But, yeah, that was pretty much the end of the game. I was happy that I could finally get some warmth here at home. We'll be facing QPR in the next round of the EFL Cup. And I hope we get a win there, really. Hopefully, maybe play a big team in the round after that, perhaps Man United or someone. Obviously, you don't want to because you want to get the cup runs going. So maybe play a small team like Newcastle. It'd be good to have a derby again. It'll be stressful, but it'll be good to have a derby again. But yeah, that's about it. That's about my match review. I'll leave my player ratings in the comments. You can leave yours. Tell me your man of the matches in the comments below. How do you feel the game went? And yeah, next game is against Southampton. I'll have a match preview tomorrow probably, and I'll also have a couple of videos out today. One being a normal transfer rumour roundup. The other will be a kind of review on the Manquillo signing. We've got him on a season-long loan. I'll talk more about him as the day goes on. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give a thumbs up on it. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later, lads.